So we were a pretty comfortable middle-class family. My father was a former football player. He developed a lot of head injuries during that time, and they came decades later, and he developed a progressive degenerative brain disease, mentally declining and kind of go backwards into almost like a childlike state. Both his inability to work anymore and his extreme medical bills bankrupted my family. We lost our house, we lost our cars. I watched my father dying slowly over years as his brain disease got worse. So it was a very difficult time in life. My name is Samantha Schmitz. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Liberty Staffing Services. When it comes to my own personal health challenges, I do have a degenerative chronic disease in my jaw and my joints. So I've been living in nonstop chronic pain for about 15 years, especially at a younger age. I look healthy to others, having to explain to people why I have to suddenly cancel plans or constantly feeling that guilt, like I can't always be at places where I'm supposed to sometimes. There's definitely that constant fear that I'm not going to be enough for others. I do want to be a mother, but I have the fears of whether or not my health and my pain will pull me back. But I've learned that nothing in life is perfect. You have to live that with the hand you're dealt, and you make the best of it. Change it if you can. If you can't, you just have to keep pushing forward. After my father's death, I bottled a lot of feelings up inside of me, and I didn't want to process mentally the things I'd seen during that time or things I experienced. I just tried to push forward, and I never wanted to take time for myself and process my grief. I fell into what's called a major depressive episode, and then I developed major depressive disorder, and I actually had to go live in a clinic for a week. I never in my entire life imagined I would ever be in that situation, ever. And it was apparently the accumulation of the grief over the last couple of years after my father passed. I didn't want to deal with, he mixed with dealing with a chronic health issue. For about 1 year, I was kind of floating in and out of reality. And it was really hard, and I honestly didn't think I was gonna survive it. When I had no interest in life anymore, when I had no interest in moving forward, something inside me said, even if you don't want this now, the future you may want this. There's so much stigma around mental health, and to people, when they experience it, they're afraid to talk about it. It really makes it worse. It really prevents people from seeking help. Huge advocate now of mental health. No matter what's going on in your life, if your mental health is starting to suffer, you address it. You start doing the actions. Your body starts going through the motions of getting better with the faith that your brain will one day catch up to you. And that's the way out. Taking care of your mental health is very important. My father was such an amazing man. And when his funeral came, there was a massive line out the door. People from the local neighborhood who hadn't seen him in decades but saw that he passed away in the paper. So when I spoke at his funeral, I said my life goal going forward would be to emulate just a fraction of what my father was and who my father was to people, and to touch people's lives the way my father did. Those are the ways I try to live out my life in his honor.
Thanks for watching this episode of Great American Women. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notified when future episodes are released. If you or someone you know would like to be considered for an upcoming episode, please message us today. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. We look forward to hearing your stories.